Suho stood in complete shock as he faced the beast encased in a black exoskeleton. It resembled a giant ant with wings, shrouded in swirling black steam. Memories flooded Suho's mind. He recognized this creature from his dreams, an ant-like beast with a formidable leader. To his surprise, the beast approached and knelt before him. "Young monarch, I, Beru, am here now. You are in safe hands," it declared. Suho, utterly confused, had to look up at the massive creature despite its kneeling position. Before he could respond, Beru noticed Suho's battered condition from the wolf's attacks. The beast's demeanor shifted to one of fierce protectiveness. "This lowly scavenger dares to bite His Highness? I'll tear its wretched mouth apart," Beru roared, shaking the entire building and transforming the scene into chaos. The murderous aura around Beru intensified. The massive wolf, crushed under Beru's foot, managed to bite Beru's leg. Enraged, Beru swiftly tossed the wolf aside. Beru moved faster than the tumbling wolf, pinning it down and tearing its body in two. Black blood splattered everywhere as the wolf let out a horrifying scream. The scene turned into a one-sided slaughter, the brutality of a predator. Beru, triumphant, let out a frenzied roar. The Ant King's bloodthirsty energy froze the hunters who had just entered the art gallery. Shock and terror overwhelmed them, as the building seemed ready to collapse. Yet Suho felt no fear. Instead, a nostalgic familiarity washed over him. "Ant? An ant," Suho muttered, trying to recall the memory. He heard the faint voice of a newborn baby happily drawing ants. Suddenly, a severe headache hit him, interrupting his thoughts. It was Suho, a bewildering situation, but he knew one thing for certain. Despite everything, he was still alive. Health, stamina, 140. Eventually, all the tension within him was released, and he collapsed on the floor. "Oh no, Your Highness! Your Highness! Wake up!" Beru dropped everything and rushed to his side. The beast's embrace felt incredibly warm to Suho. Even while losing consciousness, a smile crept onto his face. Ding! Quest. Rescue the survivors has been completed. Rescued 33. Level up. Suho found himself in a dream seeing a baby with an ant. The baby laughed, and the ant laughed too. Ants were always around the baby, helping with various tasks. If they weren't, the baby cried until they appeared with toys. An ant with an apron approached the baby, teary-eyed, and said, "Your Highness, when did you grow up to become so splendid?" Suddenly, the baby transformed into Suho, now 22, standing before the ant, Beru. Beru said, "I was here to unseal you, but you did it yourself. However, the seal isn't completely undone." He handed Suho an item. Ding. Item. Key to the Shadow Dungeon has been obtained. Beru explained, "Use this key when you're ready. Inside, you'll find everything that should have been yours." He then knelt and said, "Remember, great power requires great character. Increase the level of your plate." With a mischievous smile, Beru bowed. "Your Highness, my mission ends here. My wish is to stay by your side, but my fellow warriors await my return." Narrowing one eye, he added, "I may not seem like one, but I'm one hell of a healer." A healer? Suho found it one of the most absurd things he'd heard lately. "It is here I bid you farewell. Until the day we meet again, please take care. May you stay in good health." Beru's faint voice began to echo into the distance. "Wait, I still have questions." Suho desperately called him back, but his voice never left his lips. That was when Suho woke from his dream. He was woke up in a hospital room, the air filled with the scent of disinfectant. A nurse, tending to his IV drip, noticed he was awake. "Where am I?" he asked. "You're at the hospital. Don't you remember? A dungeon appeared at your school," she replied. "Was it all a dream?" Suho felt dazed, trying to piece together what had happened. The news on the television in his room reported on the gate incident at Hanguk University, noting the miraculously low casualty count. It had been 2 days since the incident, confirming that the events at the art gallery were real. Suho's childhood memories of playing with giant ants flooded back. The dream about his childhood with ants felt nostalgic, yet sad, as he recalled the ant leaving before they could converse. He then noticed some floating text. Quest: Rescue the survivors has been completed. You've received rewards for completing the quest. Would you like to confirm the rewards? YN. Suho chose to confirm without hesitation. Given the risks he had faced, it was only fair to check his reward. You have the following rewards: Reward 1, Ability Points 5, Reward 2, Strength Stat Points 3. 8 stat points? Suho was surprised by the generous rewards. With each level, all his stats increased by 1 point. Receiving 8 additional stat points was significantly more than just leveling up. Risking his life had its rewards after all. Suho immediately checked his status window. Status window: Name Sung Suho, Level 3, Job None, Title None, HP 140, MP 1414. Stats: Strength 15, Health or Stamina 12, Agility 12, Intelligence 12, Sense 12, Available ability points 5. Skills: Passive skills none. Active skills: Ruler's Authority Level 1. There were more features compared to the dreams he had in high school. Back then, only his level was displayed without specific status windows. Suho pondered which stat to raise. His strength had increased automatically by 3, leaving him to decide where to allocate his remaining ability points. As he examined the other stats, an information window appeared. Information. Strength: Enhances strength and speed, increases attack power. Agility: Enhances visual acuity and physical reaction speed, increases reflexes and evasion rate. Health or Stamina: Increases maximum HP and recovery speed. Intelligence: Enhances maximum MP and recovery speed. Sense: Heightens the 5 senses, increases crisis detection ability. All the stats sounded important. Suho decided to think it over and choose later. Turning off the status window, he realized his throat was dry. He opened the small refrigerator by the hospital bed in search of water. Inside, to his surprise, was Beru, shrunk to the size of a fist, cutting an apple. "It's you!" Suho exclaimed. "You found me!" Beru replied. Beru, Level 1, Normal Grade. Beru's colossal body had become incredibly small and adorable. He extended the apple, shaped like a rabbit, with an embarrassed look. "I couldn't go back because I ran out of mana," Beru explained. Suho stared at him in silence.